Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Aditya Gupta. I did my undergraduation, post-graduation and then DM from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago, I started a new app called Reflex. The purpose of the app was very simple, that the cornerstone and the building blocks of preparation as far as NEET PG, for that matter any exam is concerned, is your previous year question. So I wanted to create an affordable solution, a solution which helps you crack NEET PG with the least amount of efforts and in the most high yield manner possible. And that was the genesis of Reflex, the NEET PG app. Now, the reason we started this podcast is to take it a little bit one step further. We want to capture the stories related to MBBS, the stories related to medicine, beyond medicine, before medicine, after medicine, anything related to medicine. And today I have with me the very first guest is none other than Dr. Utsav, who's the CEO of Reflex. And the founder, he's the CEO of Reflex right now. We both run Reflex, if you want to say. Now, the reason I wanted to do the podcast first with him was because the traditional path after, getting into MBBS is simple. पहले MBBS करो, फिर PG निकालो, फिर उसके बाद DM निकालो. The path that I followed. Dr. Utsav took a different path. I've actually taken his interview on my own channel itself. But he took a different path. He realized, भाई ये माथा पंजी वाली ज़िंदगी नहीं जीनी मुझे. ये सब कुछ नहीं करना. हम जाएंगे कॉर्पोरेट दुनिया में, पैसे कमाएंगे, ठीक है, या कुछ बनाएंगे. He wanted to create something of his own. He wanted to add that entrepreneurial spirit. And as a result, after doing his undergraduation from Medical College Calcutta, he went to do MBA from the prestigious IIM Ahmedabad, clearing CAT.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought let the podcast begin with a story which is from MBBS also, but not from MBBS also, or a different journey someone has taken after being in MBBS, to give you a broad perspective of all the avenues that you, as an MBBS student, you might be a first year MBBS student or a second year MBBS student or a final year intern, dabbling into what to do, what not to do, facing the uncertainties of life. So the first podcast, let's see something different from the traditional PG path, how to do MBA after MBBS. So what's up? Over to you.
Thanks for that introduction. And it sounds like going to be a fun podcast. क्योंकि MBBS में हमेशा वो एक रहता है ना, that there is a race that you are running, and everyone is running that same race. So the urgency is कि first आना है. I have to clear the next barrier. कुछ different नहीं था. I know I might be from a different era. So I did my MBBS from 2007 to 2013. We didn't have so many podcasts back then, but the scenario was not very different. Everyone wanted to pursue that traditional path. There were a few exceptions, but most wanted to pursue that traditional path. And MBA after MBBS was very alien. मुझे भी नहीं पता था. When I was entering MBBS, मेरा goal था that I wanted to go into research. That was my primary goal. I didn't want to go the MD MS route, but MBA was never on the cards.
So how did that happen? मतलब ये कहाँ से, who told you okay you can actually do MBA, or was it you searched the internet? How did MBA come into the picture?
तो बहुत बड़ा ये serendipity था. this is pure filmy story है in a way. So after the first year of MBBS, I was very involved in campus politics. कोलकाता में थोड़ा होता है. So after the first year, I became somewhat disillusioned. And I was looking for कि यार कुछ और भी करने का मन कर रहा है. Second year is also the time when you suddenly wake up and realize कि anatomy, biochem, physio के बाहर भी एक दुनिया है. And I really wanted to learn a foreign language.
Okay.
So growing up, I had heard a lot of stories of my father, going to work abroad and then coming back. तो एक fascination था कि मुझे French, German कुछ इस तरह का कुछ सीखना है. I belong from Ranchi, which is a small town. तो वहाँ पे ये opportunities उतनी नहीं थी उस समय. So when I came to Kolkata, I figured out that there is a place which allows you to learn German. It's called the Max Muller Bhavan, Goethe Institute.
So यहाँ पे भी है?
यहाँ पर भी है.
दिल्ली में भी है?
Exactly. So the big cities have it.
Yeah.
So I went over there, figured out कैसे करना है, and I enrolled into a course. Once I got into the course, I got exposed to so many different people. And मतलब वो MBBS students नहीं थे. They were from all over. And वहाँ पे जाके I met a person. His name was Shayunda. So Shayanda was doing his engineering, and उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि he is preparing for CAT. कैट का मेरा जो लिमिटेड एक्सपीरियंस था या नॉलेज था वो था कि अच्छा कैट क्रैक करने पे करोड़ों की नौकरी लगती है. दैट इज द
एग्जैक्टली. उस समय सारे के सारे यही आते थे ना कि न्यूज़पेपर में आता था ना, पर्सन क्लियर्ड कैट देन गॉट अ 1 crore पैकेज,
2 crore पैकेज. तो
Yeah.
पूरा मतलब द एंटायर नैरेटिव अराउंड कैट वाज दैट यू गेट अ वेरी हाई पेइंग जॉब. सो आई टोल्ड हिम कि आपको भी करोड़ों की पैकेज लगेगी. एंड ही सेड कि नहीं ये मीडिया में कुछ और दिखाते हैं, बट व्हाट आर यू प्लानिंग टू डू. मैंने बोला कि मैंने अभी तक फिगर आउट नहीं किया. एक्चुअली उस समय आई वाज थिंकिंग मोर अराउंड डूइंग रिसर्च अब्रॉड. तो
Okay.
मैं वो बैरन्स के वर्ड्स याद कर रहा हूँ, कापलान वगैरह दे रहा हूँ कि मुझे
अच्छा.
मुझे GRE क्लियर करना है.
फेयर इनफ.
सो ही टोल्ड मी दैट व्हाई डोंट यू थिंक अबाउट कैट योरसेल्फ. मैंने बोला कि ये तो इंजीनियर्स के लिए होता है. ही सेड नहीं ये किसी के लिए भी
किसी
होता
के
है.
लिए भी होता
सो
है.
एनी ग्रेजुएट कैन एक्चुअली राइट द कैट एग्जाम.
I think this is a very big misconception. A lot of people actually think कि डॉक्टर्स तो कैट कर ही नहीं सकते,
एलिजिबल ही नहीं,
एलिजिबल ही नहीं है. बट एनी ग्रेजुएट कैन अपेयर फॉर
कैट. एंड इसके लिए यू डोंट हैव टू हैव कि आपको कोई मैथ्स रिलेटेड लाइक इंजीनियरिंग या स्टैटिस्टिक्स वाले कोर्स करने पड़ेंगे इन अंडर ग्रेजुएट. कोई भी एग्जाम दे सकता
I actually have a very funny, not an anecdote. I took your interview in September, if I'm not
Right.
wrong. Right. Today, this is May. I'm pretty sure some of the people who might be watching this podcast might know about a person called Dr. Chaitanya Mittal. The reason he is because he was cert educator in an academy, very famous guy, got a really good rank in his UG. He's right now doing his MD medicine at JIPMER.
है. ओके.
Okay. उसने मजे में काट दिया था.
अच्छा,
Got through IIM Ahmedabad.
क्या बात है.
Then he called me up कि मैं मेडिसिन करूँ या ये तो मैंने मजे में
अच्छा,
किया.
he asked this?
He asked me this.
Oh, wow.
So told him very sincerely. He's very very academic guy and very interested in medical oncology. So that's why reason he wanted to ask me also.
Right.
Pediatric oncology and
Right.
everything have the similar domains essentially. तो मैंने उसे यही बोला कि मतलब अगर तेरा एक्चुअली में ऐसे एंटरप्रेन्योर की स्पिरिट है, करना है वैसा, तो
It's a good course.
It's obviously go ahead, no doubt about that. But हाँ, from what I know of you, you really want to be a really good medical oncologist. बहुत टाइम से मुझे पता है उसके बारे में. From third year itself, उसने एम्स में 2-3 रिसर्च पेपर्स पब्लिश किए हैं डॉक्टर समीर बख्शी. वो लिटरली फोकस्ड है. आई श्योर यू आर मतलब ही इज अ जीनियस. और क्या बोलूँ मैं, जो मजे मजे में कैट निकाल रहे हैं. नो डाउट अबाउट दैट. बट he's so focused, there's no point. And second thing I told him कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप करनी है तो उसके लिए कैट देने की जरूरत नहीं होती. वैसे नहीं होता. तो वो अगर है, बट हाँ अगर तेरे को इतना मन है तो जा सकता है. बट या माई पॉइंटिंग इज दैट Utsav was the first person I know personally who cracked CAT, got into IIM Ahmedabad. Then I know another very good junior of mine who had
also
cracked CAT, although didn't go to IIM Ahmedabad.
नहीं, और वही प्रॉब्लम है. There are so few like मैं बोलूँगा रोल मॉडल्स or seniors or alumni who have taken this path, that one of the biggest things I faced personally was a lack of guidance. Because engineering colleges में ये काफ़ी common track है which a lot of people pursue. मेरे केस में ये था कि I bought some books for CAT and started preparing I think third year,
I think
fourth year.
pretty much every known engineer, Satya Nadella or Sundar Pichai or any XYZ CEO in the big American company has followed this path only, right? IIT से इंजीनियरिंग की और IIM अहमदाबाद से करके फिर अब्रॉड चले गए.
IIM अहमदाबाद से या फिर उन्होंने बाहर
ही किया.
बट MBA is very common among a lot of these executives. तो मैं तो छुप के पढ़ता था. सो मतलब मेरे कुछ बुक्स थे जिसको मैंने वो ब्राउन पेपर से कवर कर रखा था मेरे कैट की किताबों को.
भाई
सो हॉस्टल में एक दिन मैं ऐसे ही कैट की किताब खोल के पढ़ रहा था तो किसी ने हल्ला कर दिया, ग्रुप पे मैसेज कर दिया कहीं पर. और उस समय तो SMS चलता था. एक मतलब छोटा मोटा क्राउड ही आ गया कि देखो ये क्या पढ़ रहा है, पागल हो गया है ये, मतलब इसका दिमाग ठिकाना नहीं है तो कुछ भी कर रहा है. तो देन आई रियलाइज
लोग होते तो सांप ही हैं.
मतलब नहीं, आई वुड से दैट इट वाज समथिंग वेरी एलियन टू द कम्युनिटी. So, but anyway, cut short, then I realized that yes, CAT is also a good option. But I was still not sure. Eventually, over the years, I realized that I want to build something of my own. And MBBS के बाद I tried building that. I tried to create a 911 for India. It didn't work out. So then I realized it's probably better to do an MBA. हालांकि ये must नहीं है. MBA is not a must for doing entrepreneurship. That's pretty much a well-known thing. But for doctors, I would say it's definitely helpful because it helps you to shift tracks. It re-educates you in a way, reorients you, and also it helps you develop a network which probably wouldn't happen if you are in the medical
I think
circles.
मेरे को यही लगता है, like a lot of discussions with you, for example, आपको कभी ये नहीं लगा होगा कि मैं I cannot be a good entrepreneur, वो बने का दिमाग है.
नहीं, वो डेफिनेटली है,
हाँ,
लेकिन बिकॉज
वो
कुछ तो
जर्नी वहाँ पर
journey
उठकी हुई है
वहाँ
वहाँ पे, है ना. वो एक ब्रॉडनिंग के लिए आई थिंक MBA इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Very
वो कहीं ना
important.
कहीं मेरे को लगता है कि जब मैं आपसे बात करता हूँ मुझे पता चलता है अरे इस बारे में तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था.
राइट.
है ना. या ये फॉर एग्जाम्पल देयर आर फ्यू एंड being very honest about, like, you know, we'll cover this probably in some other podcast also, that the advantage of going to a good college or a tier 1 college as people call it is never the education that they provide you to a certain extent. It's always the network that they end up providing
Correct.
you.
Plus also you start thinking in a certain different way. A doctor's mind is geared to think in a certain way, and it is really important that they think in that
They
way.
think in that way.
जो हम सोचते हैं ना DD वाला जो दिमाग है, that you
Hmm.
start excluding stuff, you consider what other possibilities, starts thinking of systems as a whole and all that. MBA में the goals are slightly different, the challenges are slightly different, and it also sort of forces you out of your comfort zone, because once I got into B school, पहले कुछ महीनों में तो मतलब कुछ अता पता ही नहीं लग रहा था कि क्या चल रहा है, because the subjects are geared towards maths heavy. वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा वो इंजीनियरिंग और मैथ्स वाली जनता के लिए वो बहुत नेचुरल होता है, बट हम मैथ्स से इतना हमारा दूर दूर तक
I
रिश्ता
think a
टूट
lot of
चुका
MBS
होता है.
people hate maths.
they hate maths and by the way CAT में जो मैथ्स पूछते हैं वो मतलब
वो तो शायद बहुत सिंपल होती
वो
है.
क्लास 10 तक वाली जो मैथ्स है वही पूछते हैं. दे डोंट आस्क लाइक हेवी ट्रिग्नोमेट्री या कैलकुलस वाली चीज़ें नहीं पूछते हैं, बट बिकॉज टच छूट जाता है. आई थिंक दैट इज़ वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट स्टम्बलिंग ब्लॉक्स या बिगेस्ट हर्डल्स कि बहुत लोग कैट के लिए प्रिपेयर करना नहीं चाहते, बिकॉज इट फोर्सेस देम टू गो बैक एंड रीड दोज मैथ्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड टेक्स्ट बुक्स. So this is how largely it happened. So once the first venture failed, that is when I decided कि यार अब टाइम आ गया है, let's focus and
MBA करता हूँ,
MBA
structured course करता
structured
हूँ.
course करता हूँ, and that is when I started preparing. I did self preparation. I was aided a lot by a community called pagalguy.com.
पागल guy.
Think of it like
still अभी भी होगा.
अभी भी है. Think of it like the RXPG for CAT aspirants, but much more active and very very helpful जनता. तो वहाँ से ही
एक फोरम था एक तरीके का.
कम्युनिटी फोरम था. थिंक ऑफ इट लाइक रेडिट.
थिंक ऑफ इट लाइक टीम BHP ले सकते हैं हम लोग.
हाँ, टीम BHP या इंडिया माइक
या
इस तरह की चीज़ें
something.
बहुत हेल्पफुल हैं. एंड वहाँ से कुछ फ्रेंड्स भी बने, इनफैक्ट फ्रेंड्स विच आई मेट IRL बाद में. एंड वहाँ से ही कुछ मेरे मेंटर्स भी बने हु हेल्प मी विद फर्दर विद माई मैथ्स एंड वेर इंस्ट्रूमेंटल इन हेल्पिंग मी क्रैक. तो
कितना सेंटाइल था?
99.72.
हम्बली देख रहे हो, हम्बल कहते 99.7.
नहीं, बट a lot of things need to come together. मतलब as with any person who has cracked a competitive exam, preparation तो बहुत लोगों की होती है. I think a lot of things need to come together for you to actually crack that day. बहुत सारे factors matter कर जाते हैं. But yeah, I mean, I'm very fortunate, got into the best school in India, and मतलब that is one of the primary reasons I was able to make a career switch.
एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन.
हाँ.
Since we are doing Reflex podcast,
Sure.
आपने CAT की प्रिपरेशन में PYQs यूज किए थे?
कैट की प्रिपरेशन PYQ से ही स्टार्ट होती है. मतलब कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में आई डोंट नो इफ देयर इज एनी अदर वे कि कॉन्सेप्ट्स पढ़ रहे हो और साथ में आप प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करो. आई थिंक दैट इज हाउ एवरीथिंग स्टार्ट्स.
I think I don't know why. I think in NEET PG what happened that because there are 19 subjects and उस समय कोविड आया था, people had a lot of time on their hands, so they thought that सब कुछ पढ़ लेते हैं so that we get a really good rank, which is sort of like this is what I always say, कम पढ़ो बार बार पढ़ो is the
Right.
way to actually crack the exam. तो उस समय लोग भूल गए थे थोड़ा कि यार एक्चुअली में तो आपको पीछे मतलब प्रिपरेशन शुड स्टार्ट विद पास्ट 5-7 years papers.
Yeah.
Then you build up on it, and then it should end with the past 5 to
You
10 years
revisit
paper,
those,
the
yeah.
revisions to the paper. What people had unfortunately at that point when I started making videos in 2021, 22 at that point of time, just post COVID or during COVID, let's put it this way. I think उस समय क्या हो गया था that people thought that doing the coaching material is more important, which it is. I'm not saying that it's not. Definitely, I myself am teaching at Bharti at this point of time,
of
right?
course.
I'm not denying that. But they thought that PYQs are something to be done towards the end.
But why
Or
this
they are-
change in mindset?
I think a lot of pretty much every coaching at that point of time came up with the concept called strike rate.
Acha.
Okay, and then they're like, we have 90% strike rate or we have 98% strike rate. And people tend to forget that if you look at a topper or anyone for that matter, no one gets 100% marks.
Right.
Right? If you want to crack the exam, you actually need 80% corrects. Right? If you get one, like for example, if you want a top 10 rank in INI-CET, like this May INI-CET, with the 160 corrects, you will have a top 10 rank. Okay, 160 or even 155 plus corrects, you'll have a top 50 kind of rank. I think when I gave my exam and I got alternate rank 17, I got 150 odd corrects. Okay.
हाँ 200 के 200 आपको correct करने
हैं ही नहीं होते. I attempted 190, I got 150, 155 odd corrects. That's what I remember.
Sure.
Might be plus minus 5 might be there, something like that. So because they saw that 90% correct, they thought that they have to do the entire coaching का जो पढ़ा हुआ है वो करना है. Forgetting कि actually में 140 question, like 70% of the material is going to be previous year questions or things which are related to those previous year questions or simple. Like for example, इसमें तो like अगर मैं INI-CET का मैं example हो तो like इतने सारे PYQs on previous year topics के questions there were like 150 questions which are like straight either just partially modified previous year questions or you know quite literally the same previous year questions. There was some questions which are literally from my exams repeated verbatim 3-4 questions. Now
but वो तो करने ही हैं.
वो करने ही है. But point is that if you have not done those, you will lose out on marks because किसी और ने 100% किया.
Correct.
Right, so you start your preparation like you said, CAT के लिए भी for that matter any competitive exam.
Right.
You guys have cleared NEET UG also. आप पहले PYQs करते हो, important topics समझते हो, उनको बहुत अच्छे से in depth पढ़ते हो, फिर थोड़ा और टाइम मिलता है तो थोड़ी और पैराफर्नीलिया की चीज़ें करते हो to make your preparation a little broader. Then again towards the end you revise the most important topics ताकि उनसे तो गलतियाँ ना हो जाए.
बिल्कुल.
Right. So this is the graph which anyone and everyone should follow. Be it NEET PG or CAT.
मैं एक चीज़ ऐड भी करूँगा. So one of the reasons why you need to start with PYQs is because there's too much advice floating out there. In my case, I was at a loss because like I mentioned, personal guidance mentors नहीं थे. तो इतना सारा एडवाइस आज तो ऑनलाइन में वो ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है बिकॉज देयर आर जस्ट टू मेनी फोरम्स, टू मेनी पीपल एडवाइजिंग डिफरेंट थिंग्स. So for me, PYQ was actually sort of like the
CAT PYQs by the way.
CAT PYQs. For me, it was the point of reference.
Okay.
कि actually में questions आते
कैसे
हैं, किस level के आते हैं. दुनिया तो 10 तरीके की चीज़ें बोल रही है. But if you take a topic or a subject and you solve say 10, 20, 50 questions from that, एक sense develop होने लगता है. And it is the same story for all competitive exams, right? There are too many voices out there, too many people giving too many different kinds of advice. Once you do the PYQs when you're starting your preparation, that sort of centers you that okay, this is the level of exam. इससे ना ज़्यादा है ना कम है. And if you do it across a few years of question papers, it also gives you that flavor कि maximum कितनी difficulty या कितने variations होते हैं.
Exactly. What is the scope of the syllabus? Because at the end of the day, कोई भी competitive exam में you might end up thinking कि syllabus infinite है.
But है नहीं.
पर है नहीं. हो भी सकता है, maybe 10% questions might come from anywhere in the sun, but उन 10% questions से rank नहीं निकलती. The rank actually comes from the 90%, 80-90%
True.
easy to medium questions that you get correct, rather than a 20 hard questions. So sure, आपने CAT की preparation शुरू की. आपसे एक simple question पूछता हूँ, like simple. Let's say there is a third year MBBS student or a fourth year MBBS student who's watching this podcast.
ठीक है.
What should he do to crack CAT?
I would say that before even considering CAT, think of all the different things that he or she can do.
नहीं, वो उसने कर लिया.
वो कर लिया. अच्छा,
MBA ही करना है, उसको निकलना है MBBS से. A lot of people have joined MBBS because of their parental pressure. The truth is, there is like
MBA is a good option.
MBA is a good option to move out of the you know conventional वो है ना. It gives you opens up a lot of things.
Sure.
They have decided they want to do MBA. CAT करना है, IM निकालने हैं, A, B, C, whatever. What should they do over the next 2-3 years?
I think the first thing that they should do is get hold of any of the basic textbooks for quant जो CAT provide करता है. I used a book Quants by Sarvesh Verma, if I remember correctly. In fact, very interestingly, Sarvesh Verma wrote that book before he got into IIM Udaipur, I think a year or two later.
Okay.
So he was the author who eventually cracked CAT a few years later. But उनकी किताब बहुत अच्छी थी, and that helped me to sort of revisit the concepts of basic secondary maths. And the second thing I think they should start doing is start solving a few previous year question papers. कोई से भी फ्यू उठा लो.
कैट का सिलेबस क्या है, पूछते क्या है उसमें?
सो लार्जली 4 पार्ट्स होते हैं.
4 पार्ट्स होते हैं,
एक होता है क्वांट्स,
which is basically your maths, what you're
मैथ्स
talking.
पार्ट. एक होता है वर्बल,
English.
इंग्लिश. एक होता है लॉजिकल रीजनिंग.
अच्छा, वो कहाँ गया, वो क्या
क्या किया, वो जो
वो ट्रायंगल था, वो
triangle
ऊपर
है,
किस
ऊपर
किस
किधर गया.
नीचे हो, श्योर
तो
नो,
logical-
NTSC टाइप वाले,
NTSC टाइप वाले
क्वेश्चंस.
क्वेश्चंस. एंड फोर्थ इज समथिंग कॉल्ड डाटा इंटरप्रिटेशन.
ओके.
इसमें बेसिकली क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, ग्राफ्स, चार्ट्स होते हैं, वहाँ से आपको सवाल पूछे जाते हैं. दीज आर लार्जली द 4 पार्ट्स ऑफ द एग्जाम.
कितने क्वेश्चंस होते हैं?
I can't commit because the
Okay.
pattern might have changed, but approximately I think around 200 questions
In 3
during
hours.
my time. In
In
two
two and a half.
2.5 या 3 hours. वो देखना पड़ेगा, मतलब I haven't.
I don't
written,
remember it like that.
काफी पुराना
4
है.
parts होते हैं. There is a quant, there is a data interpretation, there is verbal and there is reasoning.
Yeah.
And आप quant के लिए you said there is a book called?
सर्वेश वर्मा
वर्मा
की
की
किताब
किताब
थी.
है.
I found it very helpful,
And
especially for
बाकियों के
someone.
लिए PYQs करना शुरू
बाकी
करो.
के लिए PYQs करना शुरू करो and enroll for some test series online.
टेस्ट सीरीज ऑनलाइन.
ऑनलाइन. एंड एक मस्ट करना चाहिए, आई थिंक pagalguy.com पे एक अकाउंट बना लो. सो
Okay.
इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग अबाउट Pagalguy, मोस्ट पीपल क्रिएट एन अकाउंट ऑन pagalguy.com आफ्टर दे राइट कैट.
आप पहले बनाओ.
हाँ, पहले बनाओ. मतलब pagalguy.com पे लोग जाते हैं चेक करने के लिए, अच्छा मेरा ये परसेंटाइल आया है, मुझे कौन सा कॉलेज मिलेगा, क्या इंटरव्यू में क्या सवाल पूछेंगे. बट दैट इज़ टू लेट. द बेस्ट थिंग इज दैट टू क्रिएट एन अकाउंट ऑन pagalguy.com एंड स्टार्ट विजिटिंग द रिलेवेंट फोरम्स. देखो वहाँ पे लोग टेस्ट सीरीज में क्या स्कोर कर रहे हैं, क्या टेस्ट स्ट्रैटेजीज हैं. इफ़ यू नीड हेल्प, आस्क फॉर हेल्प. देयर आर टन ऑफ कंटेंट, फ्री कंटेंट अवेलेबल on pagalguy.com that you should must get hold of and start practicing those previous papers. Test series पूरे के पूरे आपको वहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे.
इसके लिए आपको कोचिंग की जरूरत है बाय एनी चांस?
I don't think so.
बिकॉज़ ये तो बहुत सिंपल सा ही लग रहा है एसेंशियली.
सिंपल ही है, कोचिंग की जरूरत नहीं है.
रीजनिंग एंड ऑल दीस थिंग्स आर ओनली द थिंग्स व्हिच आर गोइंग.
It is the only thing, and the thing is, if you have 2-3 years, that is more than enough time to prepare for CAT.
एक और क्वेश्चन है मेरा, ऐसे जस्ट क्यूरियोसिटी से अभी मेरे को
Sure.
क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि मुझे इतना a lot of people, I don't know other people know this or not, but usually CAT में, usually MBA के entrances में they give slight थोड़ा सा फेवर की थोड़ा डॉक्टर को ले लेते हैं डाइवर्सिटी के लिए,
हाँ,
थोड़ा
ये-
फीमेल्स को ले लेते हैं डाइवर्सिटी के लिए एंड एवरीथिंग लाइक दैट. सो कितने परसेंटाइल तक यू वुड बी गेटिंग अ गुड MBA कॉलेज इफ नॉट 99?
I would suggest that the aim should be to get a 99 plus percentile.
बट फिर भी किसी को लगे कि मैं हूँ, मतलब a lot of people end up having a lot of imposter syndrome, and especially considering they are moving tracks. So if you say a number, slightly lesser number than 99 centile, they will feel a little more confident, I would say.
आई थिंक ओवर द ईयर्स जो मैंने रिसेंट कुछ वीडियोस देखे हैं, जो कट ऑफ्स देखे हैं मैंने, स्पेशली फॉर पीपल फ्रॉम द नॉन इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड्स, टिपिकली MBBS या फिर बायो बैकग्राउंड्स एट्सेट्रा. I think even people with 96-97 percentile have been able to get into an IIM. I'm not saying Ahmedabad,
but IIM मिल जाएगा.
IIMs मिल जाते हैं, and 96-97 percentile is not that tough. In my opinion. The other thing I think they should definitely focus on is ensuring that उनका जो MBBS के जो marks हैं
वो 60% के ऊपर,
वो 60% के ऊपर होने चाहिए. So this is an advice I got way back from again a mentor who gave me golden advice when I was in I think 2nd, 3rd year. मेरा 60% था नहीं फर्स्ट प्रोफेशनल MBBS में, तो उन्होंने बोला कि तुझे मेहनत ज़्यादा करनी पड़ेगी सो दैट योर एवरेज ओवर द 4 प्रोफेशनल एग्जाम्स शुड बी मोर देन 60%. एंड दैट रियली हेल्प्स बिकॉज इट हेल्प्स यू इन गेटिंग द इंटरव्यू कॉल्स. वहाँ पे नहीं तो आपके अगर 99.5 99.9 परसेंटाइल भी हैं, सम कॉलेजेस आपको छांट देंगे, आपको इंटरव्यू कॉल नहीं आएगा बिकॉज आपके यूजी की जो
परसेंटेज
कम थी. सो यू विल गेट पेनलाइज्ड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. I don't know if they have corrected it basis the diversity.
Why take the risk?
Why take the risk? तो मतलब लटक के पास नहीं करना है. You should have 60% in your MBBS exams also.
Interesting. So आप से 3rd, 4th year में CAT की preparation start करो. These are the 4 topics that he talked about: quant, data analysis, also talked about logical reasoning and verbal. जिसमें 2 essentially अंग्रेजी हैं और 2 थोड़ा बहुत standard maths related है. आप डॉक्टर नहीं है सर्वेश शर्मा की बुक यूज़ करो अलॉन्ग विद प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन. एक टेस्ट सीरीज में एनरोल करो. अगर किसी को है कि नहीं मैं करना चाहता हूँ 50,000 कोचिंग, तो कोई कोचिंग आप रिकमेंड करोगे बाय एनी चांस?
बहुत सारे हैं वैसे जो टॉप के हैं. देयर इज़ टाइम, देयर इज़ करियर लॉन्चर, देयर इज़ IMS. उनके बहुत सारे अलग अलग प्रोग्राम्स चलते हैं. मे बी कुछ पकड़ लो अगर चाहिए ही. सम ऑफ दीज शॉर्ट कोर्सेज 6 महीने साल भर के जो होते हैं वीकेंड प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं.
You're not looking too much in favor.
मैं बिल्कुल भी फेवर में नहीं हूँ.
अगर टेस्ट सीरीज काफी है.
टेस्ट सीरीज बहुत है, एंड लाइक आई मेंशन, इफ यू गो टू अ forum like pagalguy.com, there is so much resources and so much guidance available. Why would you need guidance from a coaching institute? And trust me, it's very different. मतलब I haven't seen a forum like that anywhere in any other website जहाँ पे there are so many people who are ready to help. वहाँ पे in fact a lot of the forum moderators are themselves ex-alumni. वो top IIMs के हैं, FMS XLRI से हैं. They are moderating those forums. They guide newcomers into, you know, यहाँ पे तुम्हें मिल जाएगा सब कुछ, etc. etc. So why spend money? And एक और चीज़ है, there is something called a work experience which also matters if you are, you know, qualify for the written exam. बहुत लोगों को लगता है कि नहीं, फ्रेशर बन के मैं क्रैक कर लूँगा. I would say that if you are not getting a really good college, write the CAT one more time.
एक साल कहीं नॉन अकाट JRship साइड कुछ कर लो.
कुछ भी कर लो, because it will serve as a work experience which again helps you in getting the interview calls. So this is again something which is something which I was not sure of. In fact, मुझे ये भी एडवाइस किसने दिया था कि अरे तुम ये JRship कर रहे हो, ये तो वर्क एक्सपीरियंस में काउंट ही नहीं होगा, तुम कुछ प्रॉपर कॉर्पोरेट वाली नौकरी करो. अच्छा. ये गलत है. Okay. Whatever work you are doing
is counted. ठीक है. एक लास्ट नहीं, मतलब सेकेंड लास्ट थोड़ा और देखते हैं कि what is in, like I'll tell my salary after MD pediatrics.
Sure.
तो MD pediatrics के बाद you can expect in cities like Delhi somewhere around 2.5 lakh per month. अगर आप थोड़ा पेरिफेरी में जाओ, थोड़े tier 2 tier 3 टाउन्स में जाओ तो 3.5 एक्सपेक्ट कर लोगे.
ठीक है.
तो थोड़ी हायर पेइंग ब्रांचेस हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल रेडियो इज अ लिटिल हायर पेइंग ब्रांच.
Sure.
उसमें मे बी द स्टार्टिंग सैलरी इवन इन दिल्ली माइट नॉट बी 2, माइट बी 3. Periphery might touch 4.5, something on those lines.
Sure.
And anesthesia will have similar pay range. Medicine pays a little more as compared to pediatrics, around 50,000 rupees more, but not too much. And तो आपने 2 से 3 के आसपास आप कमाओगे after going through MBBS
and MD.
मतलब MD is really hectic, एकदम निचोड़ने वाली है, plus a year of experience as a researcher. Someone instead does a 2-year MBA.
Sure.
वो MBA के बाद क्या expect कर सकता है?
In the same range actually. It is not very different. मतलब it will be somewhere in the range of say between 1.5 to 3 lakhs का salary ही रहेगा. Of course there will be outliers.
मैं वही आपसे पूछना चाह रहा हूँ. There will never be an outlier as far as MD Peds is concerned or a radiologist is concerned.
Right.
You cannot have a radiologist who suddenly will, the range will always be 3 to 4. The minimum he will get will be 2.5 or 3. Right. The maximum he'll get will be somewhere around 4 lakhs per month.
Sure.
Same for a pediatrician. The minimum he'll get will be maybe 1.5.
But the range fixed है.
But maximum he'll get will be 3.
Right.
अगर IIM में जाते हो तो is there a possibility कि उन outliers में रह के you get something close to maybe a crore or something on those lines?
It is possible, but the problem is that वो MBBS background वाले लोगों के लिए नहीं मिलता है.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you the kind of outliers who exist. So these typically go for investment banking.
Okay.
IB roles के लिए जाते हैं, कुछ really top consulting roles के लिए जाते हैं. And the people who usually get hired for these roles, usually जो profiles होते हैं, either they come with prior work ex in a similar or related industry, or they come from very very strong maths or engineering backgrounds with stellar scores and academics and all that. Typically MBBS students को जब jobs मिलती हैं, they don't get these investment banking roles or the very high-end consulting roles for the reason that उनका background maths नहीं है. This is from my personal experience, and I was the recruitment secretary at IIM Ahmedabad. Okay. So I have done the placements for multiple batches. And
but is it possible that you might get a good job at, let's say, at a hospital as a CEO or someone in the management?
CEO तो बड़ा हो गया, but हाँ, management trainee roles are the typical roles. In fact, I also got recruited by CK Birla Hospital. That was my first job out of MBA. So I got into CK Birla Group, and the role I had was management trainee. Okay. And they placed me in CK Birla Hospital in Gurgaon. And this is a very typical role. मतलब doctors getting hired into general management roles, इस तरह से companies ले आती हैं, and they want to place you in their own companies or in their own groups which are healthcare related. Pharma में roles होते, you can go into pharma. Third kind of roles which are very popular with MBBS graduates moving into MBA is consulting roles. So top and medium sized consulting firms, they often take doctors and they hire them. तो ये consulting roles काफ़ी attractive होते हैं. Usually the salaries would be in the range of say around 3, sometimes even more per month. But they are not very many of those roles.
Okay.
Few and far between. But हाँ ये typically roles मिलते हैं जो doctors को.
Alright. So this is as far as, so even if you feel like कि PG is not the only option, you can go for MBA also. ठीक है, sure, मेहनत शायद उतनी लगेगी, पे भी शायद उतनी होगी, but मेरे हिसाब से एक बहुत फ़ायदा जो मेरे को लगता है कि PG की चरस नहीं होगी.
वो नहीं होगी एंड बट एक चीज़ है जो आई थिंक everyone should consider who's going for an MBA is the high fees of an MBA.
Okay.
So there's a significant difference, right? जब आप MD या MS पढ़ रहे हो तो you get money, you get stipend to manage your expenses. While you are studying MBA, you pay money, not just the school fees, tuition fees, but also the hostel fees and all that. And once you get out of MBA, then you are also servicing that education loan
that you
which
have
is
taken.
not a small amount. So for the first few years, that will eat into your take-home pay
Okay.
to an extent. But it is short-term pain for the long-term
gain.
So it's something you'll have to take in your stride. And getting a loan is pretty easy once you get into a top institute.
Right. So this is the first podcast.
Yep.
Just a brief introduction. We'll come with more and more. Utsav will come with more individuals exploring multiple things as far as MBBS is concerned. Be it cracking exams, be it exploring roles different from MBBS or the traditional MBBS roles. Someone, a radiologist coming here, or a gastroenterologist, or a surgeon coming here, and discuss anything and everything related under the sun, related to MBBS, related to medicine. This is our podcast. This is your podcast. This is a Reflex podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.